pole position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brings into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want them to be. You want them to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football. And, Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger. And they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Silva. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Here we go. Running back searching for a hole. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Makes the catch. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Trojans have it with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Michigan offense back on the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Makes the catch. It's Aurora. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Wolverines 1st and 10. Lost to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it up.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Okada. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have...
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's Okada. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Thanks to grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the right. It's picked off. That's number 10. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got a move on the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's a draw. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Walters. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Aurora. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. A run for the quarterback. Nice move there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Complete on the comeback. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. quarterback part of their running game. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the one on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab past the marker. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the first half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Spits it out to the back. It's caught. Snowed under by the defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. This time they'll go to the running game. Running to Green. It's a running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run from the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They go right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Now they'll run the draw. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This juncture in the game, in the 3rd quarter, you got a touchdown lead. After that play, I think you go ahead and kick it. You make this thing a 2-possession game.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic 1st. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him.
Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Finds a little space. Shakes off the defender. They'll go back to work on offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still...
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Still looking on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback. He makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's got room. Turns on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Throws to the wideout. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Makes the grab. It's Silva. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll run for it on third and short. Just ran over it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
Runs on fourth down, still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Big guy smells it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate, and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Really don't like that play call for 2 reasons. Number one, if you're down inside the 3-yard line, just run the football. Trust your guys up front to be able to get it done. But 2, if you are going to throw it, it's got to be a bang-bang play. You've got to have slants or quick outs or a back shoulder fade. Anything long developing, it just forces the quarterback to have to hold on to the football. And because of that, he took a terrible sack.
Looking for the score. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Gore.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now on second down. They're going to run it. Got the first down. Looking for more. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Got the quick pass. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going downfield for the big play. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. Slams ahead. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands, it's Aurora. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Gore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Gore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Pulls it in. It's Aurora. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win. But you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game. And this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
And they'll take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this